Namaskar everyone and welcome to Sunday morning. Of course, you know, we are approaching the 40-day sadhana period that I'm looking very much forward to. Like I said, the theme will be the play of Kundalini Shakti. But I'm not going to talk too much about that just now. We have enough time. But just to say that we have been veiled for a play. That veiling has made us individual beings with an ego. That's part of the play. And the liberation of the ego from that veiling process, that involution process, the liberation happens through the beauty and the power and the divinity of that extraordinary energy we call Kundalini Shakti. She helps us to unveil. She helps the ego that she has created to unveil for the play. So the excitement is in the 40 days coming up. But today, I want to speak about your mental field and how important that is. You play with thoughts. You waste thoughts with your scattered mind. You waste energy. Every thought is an expression of energy. Every emotion is an expression of energy. Every desire is an expression of energy. Every action is an expression of energy. And I'm not just talking about the physical energy, the calories that I expressed. No. I'm speaking about the divine energy, the prana, the Kundalini prana. I'm speaking about that. Every thought is an expression of pranic energy, subtle energy, life force. You've been gifted with a mind. And in yoga, we specify what is happening in the mind. You have in the mind what in yoga we call antakarana, inner instruments. So the mental space has 3 tattvas, it's called, principles, operators. One is the ego, the I. If you have no mind, you have no ego. If you are mindless, there's no expression of ego. But so long as you use the I want, I have, I think, I desire, this is my opinion, ego. So when you begin the thinking process, ego appears. And in the ignorant consciousness, the dark consciousness, the veiled consciousness, the ego thinks it knows from its sensory experience. What it sees, what it smells, tastes, touch, hear, it thinks it knows. Because it starts to operate with a mind. But the mind that operates with the senses, collecting information, gathering information, creating images, we store images as well, we store information. That mind in the yoga is called manas. Manas is that function of the mind that works with the sensory world. It picks up things in images and ideas. So you have a lot of ideas within you and you have a lot of images within you. That's manas operation. That's another tattva, principle, operator. But you have another one, the reasoning function. It's called buddhi. So the ego, and it's beautifully put in Sanskrit, ahankar, which means the eye maker. It makes the eyes. I want, I have, I desire, I don't like. Ahankar. The reasoning faculty is called buddhi. And the thinking and imaging faculty is called manas. So ahankar, buddhi, manas. That's what operates in your mental space. So you have the power to create a thought. But here's the thing. You can create a positive thought or a negative thought. That's duality. Because the mind operates in duality. So just as you could think a positive thought, you could also think a negative thought. A hellish thought, a dark thought. Or as well as a sublime thought. So you can well imagine, if you can't control the mind, what happens? Every dark experience you have, it's stored there, it's remembered. And it creates fear, anxiety, stress. And if you have no way of reasoning out why you shouldn't be caught in the fear, you have big problems. Because that fear will grow to a monstrous level. And you get nightmares. And the thing is, it's in your daydreaming. You know, during the day, we also dream. Not like a sleep dream. It's in your daydreaming, and it's in your night dreaming. Well, some of us dream sleep and in your sleep dreaming. Not necessarily at night, because we sleep in the day too. So when your fears get to monstrous levels, you can imagine, oh my God, it's hellish. So if we do not learn to manage the mind, we're in big, big, big trouble. But you can create all kinds of amazing, awesome things using those powers of ego, of intellect, and of thinking mind. You can create all kinds of marvelous things if only you can control the mind. So you can imagine in our schools, when we don't teach this to kids, what happens? When they're exposed to fear and stress and all the different conditions, what happens when we don't teach them to understand the mind and to manage the mind? Of course, the mind is involved in everything, every desire, every emotion, every action. The mind is involved in everything. And it is the reasoning function of the mind that can help you to bring stability, to bring understanding. But the mind operates in what we call the gunas of nature, prakriti. Tamas, rajas, sattva. That's one of the beautiful teachings of yoga. That the mind has a tamasic level when it's ignorant, dark. It has the power of rajas, the ego function, can make things happen, become active, transform things. And it has the sattva quality, which is balance, light, harmony, unity, compassion, kindness. Those are sattvic qualities. So do you know why I ran away to India at 21? Because I couldn't manage my mind. I couldn't manage my mind. It was so terrible. Because I saw other people so comfortable with all positive and negative thoughts. Dark thoughts and good thoughts. But I wasn't comfortable at all. Suddenly, I just became aware that my mind is not under my control. That was the most humiliating thing for me that I couldn't control my own mind. I control my own thoughts. I never had that problem before 20. Never, never, never. I was so happy about life, so excited, so curious, enjoying everything, but suddenly I became depressed. I can't control my mind. And not only that, I don't know who I am. And not only that, I can't even feel love. So not only the mind became scattered, but I felt loveless. So you can imagine how I felt. And I didn't want to hear anything but get me out of this. I didn't want to hear anything. It took me an entire year to save money to go to India. But I went, deciding not to come back. Because I have to figure this thing out. But as fate would have it, as if I would have it, 4 months in India changed my life drastically. Drastically. A different awareness came. So much so that I came back to Trinidad. I didn't need to stay in India because the truth isn't in India. The truth is within me. The power is within me. The understanding is within me, not in there. India had the kind of environment I needed. But when I came back, I changed the environment around me based on sadhana, my practice. But I began to learn mind control. But that mind control didn't happen because I can control my mind. No. Because the divine within me held me in the light. She, Kundalini Shakti, held me in the light. The evolutionary energy held me in the light. She became my guide. She became my guru. And she was with me every step of the journey. That's why I could move through in there. Because of her, she was awakening me. And she guided me to manage the mind. She led me into the light over a remarkable period of 3 years. She changed my life completely. Today, I don't need to control my mind. She controls it. I don't need to do anything. She does it. What can I say I did? I don't do anything. Sometimes you think I am doing, I don't do. How can I do it without her when she's the energy within me? She's the thinker within me. She's the doer within me. She's the one who drives my play. Not a human ego. No, that went in 1978. That went. I don't need that. That is the most limiting thing you can think about. When you think you're human and you have a selfish, territorial, greedy, lustful ego, no, you don't want that. You have a spiritual impulse within you, and that needs to be awakened. And when that is awakened, you will experience the most marvelous journey you can ever experience. And every day that I spend on this earth plane, I use that to inspire people. That's my greatest joy. If I could wake up another soul, that's my greatest joy. I want nothing else but to wake up souls in the human experience. Hey, look what this experience really is. Let's walk the path of light, not the path of darkness. No. I want to wake up every soul that I possibly can. And for those of you who've been coming to me in the last months and perhaps the last year, you realize I spend more time with you, telling you about your energy, holding your hand, guiding you through the chakra journey, the journey of ascension, showing you how to manage the mind, showing you how to get deeper and deeper into the consciousness. I spend my time with you, and that's my promise to continue to do that. And I create a space of sadhana for you. This place is a place of sadhana. Every day, we are engrossed in sadhana. And it's going to continue to expand, not only here, but at our eco project. My joy? Living completely in alignment to that divine energy. That's my joy. That's my joy. Because she guides me. She wakes me up every morning. She shows me every exercise to do. She informs me, oh, time to drink water, time to eat. This is what you need to eat. I have only to look at the meal and I know whether it's good for me or not. She opens my mind to see. And when I humanly forget something, she reminds me. She reminds me. Because sometimes, this is the human experience, right? Sometimes, humanly, I may be operating, and I know she's in the back of me. I may make a mistake, like put my foot on something, but immediately I put my foot, I could feel her. Be careful. That's a relationship I have with this power of the universe. And I celebrate that every day. I give thanks every day. And I chant this Guru Gita every day because this is what woke me up in India. This is what woke me up in India. And I sing it to celebrate that every day. When I sit here, I feel as though I'm sitting in Ganesh Puri in India. I've never left there. Every morning that the sun rises and with the Guru Gita, it doesn't matter what country I'm in, the feelings of India are with me again. I've never left there. That place lives in me. It's in the kirtan that we chant, the arti, Ganesha Puri. So that's my Sunday message to you, everyone. As we draw close to the 40-day sadhana, I'm looking forward to being with you, guiding you, supporting you, and co-creating the energy field together with you. And it's across the world too. So it doesn't matter if you can't come here, you can engage in our 40-day sadhana. It may not be as intense as when you're here, but at least you can come for a week, come for 2 weeks, come for 3 weeks, or come for the whole thing, and even stay after. Because in June, I'm going to spend more time in Vrindavan, our eco project. So those of you who want to join me in that kind of sadhana, you're most welcome. Have a blessed day, everyone. My soul bows to you, to your divinity. Namaskar.